Have you ever wondered why, despite eating well, exercising, and doing everything right, your legs still feel weaker? Why do stairs seem steeper? Why does it take longer now than before to get up from a chair? Is it simply aging, or is there another factor quietly causing harm? This is where you might be surprised. The truth is, it's not always about what you haven't done. It's what you're already doing without realizing how harmful it is. Most seniors make a silent mistake every day, doing it confidently, believing they're making the right choice because they've been told their whole lives that fruits are healthy, natural, and beneficial. Indeed, most fruits are good. However, here's the truth no one discusses. Not every fruit is suitable for older adults. In fact, some fruits we eat weekly without a second thought can gradually weaken our legs, cause knee pain, worsen joint inflammation, and make walking more difficult. Fruits marketed as healthy may actually be detrimental to your mobility, balance, and leg strength. You see, as we age, our bodies change. Circulation weakens, metabolism slows down, and foods that once benefited us can now subtly begin to harm us, especially certain fruits. They may seem harmless and taste sweet, but they contain acids, carbohydrates, and other substances that affect blood sugar levels, cause joint inflammation, and weaken your legs. What's worse, the damage is gradual, subtle, and undetectable, until one day you experience sharp pain in your calves, persistent thigh discomfort, or unusual tightness in your knees after a short walk. Today, I'll reveal the 7 most dangerous fruits that anyone over 60 should avoid, especially if you want to protect your legs from long-term damage, pain, and weakening. Despite their apparent harmlessness, none of these fruits are safe. You'll never look at your fruit bowl the same way again after learning the truth. So stick with me until the end if you value your strength and want to maintain stable, strong, and pain-free legs. Your body might be waiting for this wake-up call. But wait a moment before we begin. Click the subscribe button and enable notifications if you care about your health, because here we reveal truths that no one discusses. I want to know if you're with me, if you're watching right now. If this video resonates with you, type 1 in the comments section. If not, type 0. Your voice matters more than you realize. Let's begin with the first fruit on our list. Pineapple is praised for reducing inflammation, but in reality, it may have the opposite effect on older adults. Let's talk about pineapple. Pineapple, tropical, sweet, refreshing, has been celebrated for years as a natural anti-inflammatory fruit thanks to a compound called bromelain. However, while many believe pineapple reduces inflammation, it could actually be the silent culprit for seniors. You see, pineapple contains strong acids and natural sugars, and these sugars are not as harmless as you might think, especially if you're over 60. Let me explain. As we age, our blood vessels become weaker and more sensitive. They no longer respond to blood sugar spikes the way they did when we were younger. Although pineapple has many benefits, it delivers a powerful dose of natural sugar into the bloodstream. How does this affect you? It rapidly spikes your blood sugar levels. This sudden spike can damage the tiny blood vessels supplying blood to your legs, feet, and muscles. As circulation gradually weakens over time, less oxygen reaches your legs. And you know what that causes: pain, fatigue, and swelling. After just a short walk, you feel that unusual aching in your legs. Standing up causes your knees to stiffen. Your ankles suddenly hurt, even if you've been sitting all day. There's more. Pineapple is acidic. In addition to being sweet, this acid can irritate the joints, especially if you already have arthritis or osteoarthritis. It's like adding fuel to the fire burning in your ankles, hips, and knees. Some people even feel their legs become heavier after eating pineapple, as if their strength is slowly draining away. You should also know this. If you're taking medication, especially blood thinners, the enzyme bromelain in pineapple can interact with certain drugs, making them either too strong or not effective enough. However, the most dangerous aspect is this. Pineapple doesn't cause any obvious side effects. There are no clear signs or immediate pain. Instead, it infiltrates your body slowly until one day you realize you can't move the way you once did. The sad part is that most older adults don't realize that the very fruit they eat for health actually contributes to the annual weakening of their legs. What can you do? You don't need to avoid pineapple completely, but you should consume it in moderation, especially if you've been experiencing persistent leg pain or unexplained swelling. The harm is subtle, but it's real. Next, if pineapple, with its anti-inflammatory properties, can harm aging legs, what about the next fruit? It's soft, delicious, famous for boosting muscle strength and potassium levels, but it might be deceiving you. Let's talk about bananas. Bananas, soft, sweet, and rich in potassium, are considered excellent food. They are said to provide energy, prevent cramps, and benefit muscles. But for older adults, the situation is different. Bananas contain abundant natural sugars and easily digestible carbohydrates. This means your blood sugar levels will rise immediately after eating, and your body begins to resist insulin. When this happens regularly, circulation weakens, inflammation increases, and your legs will bear the consequences. You might feel a dull ache when walking or climbing stairs, a heaviness in your legs after meals, and stiffness in your calves. But that's not all. Bananas also cause fluid retention in the body, especially if you have heart problems. This leads to stiff joints, swollen feet, and puffy ankles. The impact is subtle. You believe bananas are helping your muscles, but in reality, they may be depleting your strength. The worst part is, it won't affect you immediately, but over time, eating bananas can make movement harder and increase pain. Carefully consider the fruits you eat. If you often feel heavy, aching, or swollen legs, bananas may not be as friendly as you think. Consider the fruits on your plate. If something as small as this can have such an effect, what about the next one? Bananas are known for supporting muscle strength, but the next fruit might be causing your joints to burn. Let's talk about grapes. Grapes seem harmless, small, sweet, and easy to eat as a snack. They also have an excellent reputation, good for the heart and full of antioxidants. However, few people realize that older adults might experience mild foot pain, stiffness, and inflammation when eating grapes. Why is that? Because grapes contain fructose, a substance that can be harmful when consumed in high concentrations. Fructose is a sugar that the liver absorbs and converts into fat and uric acid when your liver can't process it all. The damage begins, particularly in the joints of the toes, ankles, and knees. Uric acid accumulates in the joints, causing burning pain, aching, and swelling. This dull ache makes even light walking difficult. Have you ever felt sharp pain in your big toe at night? Sudden stiffness in your calves? That could be from a handful of grapes raising your uric acid levels. Moreover, fructose triggers chronic inflammation in your body. This means you'll move slower, experience more pressure, and your body will stiffen. Grapes are also extremely easy to overeat. They're small enough that you can nibble continuously without realizing it. By the time you've eaten 2 or 3 cups of grapes, the sugar adds up quickly. So, while grapes might seem like a healthy snack, they could subtly weaken your body, reduce flexibility, and make walking harder as you age. Next, let's move on to a fruit related to vitamin C and health. Oranges. Oranges are bright, fragrant, and commonly found in juices, health supplements, and breakfast foods. They are said to boost immunity thanks to their vitamin C content. However, oranges may conceal an uncomfortable truth for older adults, especially those over 60. Behind their bright orange glow lies acid, something your joints don't like. Oranges contain a lot of citric acid, which can irritate the joints, especially if your body is already dealing with arthritis. Stiff joints or osteoarthritis. You might feel stiffness in your knees in the morning, aching in your hips, discomfort in your legs after sitting for long periods, reduced mobility, and increased swelling. You may think it's just aging. However, your habit of drinking orange juice every morning might actually be contributing to the very pain you're trying to prevent. Here's what happens. The citric acid from oranges doesn't just affect your stomach. It enters the bloodstream and can irritate sensitive joint tissues. Additionally, when combined with the natural sugars in oranges, it causes blood sugar fluctuations. The result is inflammation in your body. Every step you take becomes heavier and more painful as the inflammation spreads to your knees, ankles, and calves. You see, oranges might not harm a younger person, but for older adults with aging joints and slower circulation, the impact develops subtly. The hardest part is that you consume oranges thinking you're doing something good for your health, as oranges have long been associated with wellness. But now you know, they might not actually be supporting your health. Now that you know which fruits to avoid, let's discuss healthier alternatives. Some fruits have the opposite effect. They promote strong legs, reduce joint pain, and combat inflammation. Berries, strawberries, raspberries, blueberries are powerful anti-inflammatory agents. They are gentle on blood sugar, rich in antioxidants, and low in sugar. Berries help improve circulation, especially in the legs, promote easier movement, combat joint stiffness, and reduce swelling. They are an excellent choice for those who want to reduce inflammation without worrying about a blood sugar spike. Cherries, when eaten in moderation, can help reduce uric acid levels and alleviate joint pain. These fresh cherries not only taste great, but also help reduce the risk of gout and joint pain, providing relief for your legs. Avocados are a great choice because they contain healthy fats that help reduce inflammation and cushion the joints. Additionally, avocados provide sustainable energy without raising blood sugar levels. helping you maintain joint and overall body health. Papayas contain enzymes that help reduce inflammation and support digestion. With its natural enzymes, papaya helps alleviate symptoms of inflammation and aids digestion, making you feel lighter and more comfortable after meals. Pears offer a gentle sweetness without being overly sweet. Pears provide a moderate amount of natural sugar, which is good for your body without causing significant blood sugar fluctuations. They also help boost digestive health and reduce inflammation in the body. These fruits support your body instead of harming it. They help you achieve vitality, balance, and peace of mind. It's not just about eating fruit. It's about choosing the ones that are right for your age. When you make smart choices, you'll notice a clear difference, stronger steps, smoother movement, and clearer mornings.